Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly how much I paid for my 2022 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro here in electric lime metallic. And you guys know I really do take pride in being transparent with you guys, telling you exactly how much I pay for something, as well as telling you exactly how much I sell a vehicle for come that time, of course. So I like being transparent with you guys. And let me start this video off with, it would be extremely easy for me to tell you that I paid MSRP for this, right? Extremely, I can just tell you, hey, I paid MSRP, and I show you the window sticker, and we call it good. But I want to be honest with you, so I paid a markup. I paid $2,500 over MSRP for this Tacoma TRD Pro. Do I regret it? Not a bit, not a single bit, because I could still sell this for more than what I paid for it right now. In today's current market, I could easily sell it for more than what I paid. Heck, I think even KBB marks the value at $56,000 or $57,000 with the, a couple thousand miles on it. So it will forever be, well, not forever, but it being the exclusive TRD Pro color for 2022, with them not offering electric lime metallic on the other TRD Pro models like the Tundra, Sequoia, the 4Runner. They didn't offer electric lime metallic on that for 2022. They're going to offer this color on the TRD Off-Road and the TRD Sport Tacomas next year, but not on the other vehicles, not in the Tundra, not in the Sequoia. So it's still going to be among one of the most exclusive colors offered. And keep in mind, if you're going to get electric lime metallic on a TRD Pro, it had to be the 2022. So this will forever hold value very well, as Tacomas in general do, but especially TRD Pros, and with the exclusive, more harder to find color. So do I regret paying a markup? Absolutely not. And I think it's important for me to communicate this to you guys. Although I hate markups, and I hate them more than the next guy. I hate them so much, right? And you guys hear me meow about it all the time in my different videos. But I also understand you got to pay to play sometimes, right? You guys know that I take pride in selling and maximizing the dollar when I sell my vehicles come that time, just like everybody else, right? And I also take pride in getting the best possible deals, just like everybody else too. So, but I can't just tell you guys and quote unquote brag about doing well on the selling side if I'm not transparent and honest with you, and being willing to pay a little bit more on the buying side too sometimes. And this was a clear case of that. So I found a few electric lime metallic Tacoma TRD Pros at MSRP. I found a few of them, and I even found a couple manual transmission electric lime metallic TRD Pros that were MSRP. The next closest one that I found, automatic, and I purposely wanted an automatic just in case Mrs. Untamed needed to drive it for some reason one of these days. I purposely got the automatic, even though it's lackluster, blah blah blah. The closest one I found was in Kentucky. Would have been an 8.5, 9-hour drive for me, or I could have done a hop of a flight to get over there. Between the flight and driving back, the $2,500 markup on this was becoming more and more enticing, just because it was, no kidding, 30 minutes up the road from me. And I almost feel ugly for saying this, but this was, no kidding, the first time that the convenience factor really played a big role in my decision to pay a markup. Although it's disgusting, I hate it, and I hate even confessing to it to you guys, but this was the largest markup I've ever paid on a Tacoma, or on a Toyota, I should say. So $2,500 is the most I've ever paid on a Toyota. Actually, scratch that. Forgive me. That guy right there, technically, right? So what did we pay? We paid $95,000. So we paid $95,000 for the Land Cruiser here, and MSRP is $89,700. Granted, it had a leveling kit on front, so it was technically $1,500 is what they marked that to, but it was $95,000, so technically a $5,000 markup just over on that. So forgive me, talk on both sides of my mouth. So I paid a little bit more for that. I got that mixed up with the last one. So I hate paying markups, but at the same time you got to think of the big picture, right? But instead of dwelling and spending so much time trying to avoid paying a markup, look at the big picture. Like that right there is $110,000, $115,000. Even KBB is $117 right now on this, with the mileage that we have on. I think it's 6,000 miles, right? And that's not even considering $5,000 of XPEL paint protection on a PPF, right? The larger KO2s, ceramic window tints. It's not even considering that stuff. $117,000. So I could have meowed and said, no, heck no, I'm not paying any markup, and held my ground, stayed firm, but then I would have lost out on $22,000 technically if I were to sell that tomorrow, right? So you got to think of the big picture. It sucks, and you kind of think of it as a stock market, right? And you can't live in the woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? So you could have bought and purchased Tesla stock once upon a time for $50, $60, right? But just because you could have bought it for that price at one point doesn't mean you should never ever buy it again, because it's gone up in value, right? So it's all relative. So that's me kind of loosely kind of justifying my decision to pay a markup. So let me show you what the numbers actually shook out to be. I just love this cabin space. Simplicity at its core. All right, well, by the way, guys, this is like a little all-weather Go Rhino owner's manual holder. If anyone's interested in that, Go Rhino has those. But here it is. There you have it, guys. So as you see, the MSRP technically was $50,692, as you see, and then that glorious market adjustment of $2,500. And the final price was $53,691 was the selling price, and the mandatory fee. So yeah, we're $54,000 and some change there. So not the greatest, not the one I'm most proud of by any means, but like I said, this could sell in a heartbeat. Right now, yeah, 55 to 60,000 in a heartbeat. Some people even try to fetch more, but that would be a little disgusting. So that is the current market on it. You got to pay to play sometimes, but that doesn't mean I condone markups, and it sucks, because I hate telling you guys, hey, I just purchased one. Again, it'd be so much easier for me to tell you I just paid MSRP for this and it was great. I'm so good at finding MSRP deals, blah, blah, blah. It's so easy for me to tell you that, but I owe you guys transparency on the process, and this was me, no kidding, kind of sucking it up for convenience sake. This is being able to just drive 30 minutes up the road, not leave the missus at home with the kiddos for 2.5 days as I fly out somewhere, stay a night somewhere, pick up the vehicle, and drive it back. Not to mention, you know, working in the state that you reside in actually helps out a little bit when it comes to, you know, taking care of like the DMV paperwork. It just kind of streamlines that process, a little less complicated if you're actually residing in the state. Wanted to show you this too for fun as well. Go Rhino, they sent me a few of these. I believe they're called X Venture bags, and I'm actually shocked by it. I knew they were going to send me it for me to check them out, show you guys if you're interested, but I'm actually surprised by just how durable and hardcore they are. So water resistant, heavy duty. They're pretty, each of them are pretty heavy. But yeah, just want to show it to you, as this is one of their new products I believe that they're offering. So different size bags. This is actually a toolkit that folds out. I'll show you for fun without totally over geeking. Can't see it there. It kind of folds out to be a toolkit. Put wrenches in there. This little, what is this? Little pouch for screws and whatnot. So I wanted to show you this. I love the material that it's made of. It's like almost kind of like it's like a mix between denim and leather. It's really weird. It feels rubbery, so it's kind of cool. And then just a little zipper over here. So I think these vary in price, anywhere from like $50 all the way up to I think $200 for the big guy here, this big one. But anyways, I just want to show you that. So if you had a bunch of tools or things that you always carry around within your truck, you know, this is a perfect bag for it. You know, it's going to keep everything dry, nice and dry within it, or cool by the looks of it too. So at any rate, I'll stop doing that plug there, but I want to show it to you guys. And you guys know they do offer that 10% off discount code using Untamed as your discount code, so check it out. But at any rate, guys, I just wanted to tell you that I did end up paying a markup. I'm not proud of it, but I wanted to communicate that with you guys, and honestly let me know what your thoughts are. I don't regret it. I love it. You know, it'll hold value for for many years to come if that were to be my decision to ever do that. But sometimes, you know, the convenience of paying, of getting one nearby is sometimes worth paying a couple additional bucks for it. So anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Appreciate you watching as always. Until next time.